Here's another one. This made me laugh so much, and you'll hear it, and you'll quickly realise it's not actually that funny, but it is actually that funny. I just hope everyone finds it as funny as I did. So today I learned in 1714, right? There was a Norwegian captain of a ship, and his name was Peter. I'm about to butcher this horribly, so sorry, any Norwegians listen to this. I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do. Peter Tordenskjold.
That sounded pretty good, but I'm not Norwegian.
You know what, actually, I'm impressed with myself. No. So Peter Tordenskjold, in 1714, he was a Norwegian captain and an English... Norwegian captain. He got court-martialed, right? And the reason he got court-martialed is because he had potentially the biggest failure of like a maritime battle you could ever have.
Okay.
He came across an English captain on the high seas.
All right. On the high seas. I do it all the time.
He engaged in a battle with an English ship.
What, just because?
And he was like, English ship, I'm going to go for it.
It's like in COD. It's like Warzone.
Yeah, it's like a COD,
yeah.
Let's go for it, boys. He came across an English captain, and they engaged in battle. Guess how long the fight went on for, Nate?
2 weeks.
Oh, you've guessed too high. I should have never... I've done that thing where I get you to guess, and then you go high, and now it's going to be disappointing because you guessed too high.
I do want to point out that when you talk about like old-time... like high seas
you think
battles.
It's going to be like decades,
like, shit took so long. Like they'd go
I know,
out
it's like what
a year.
They haven't got anything else to do, have they?
Yeah,
it's like fuck, we're just floating on the ocean. Let's just have a fight for a year. They win a day in, but they'd be like, could we just keep fighting for 364 days?
It's fun, mate.
But no, they had a 14-hour long fight across the seas that went overnight. They just had a battle for 14 hours.
Did anyone win?
But this is it. This is partly why he was court-martialed. They had a 14-hour-long ship fight.
Okay.
Both ships were very badly damaged, but neither of them won the fight. And in fact, the Norwegian captain was running out of ammo. The English captain was like, look, I'm done with this. I don't care. Yeah, this isn't going anywhere. We've been fighting for 14 hours. The Norwegian captain was like, please, can we just have a... okay,
I need to make this worth it, otherwise I'm going to get court-martialed.
He was like, please. So he sent a guy over in a little boat to the English ship and was like, please just give me some ammo. We're all out of ammo. They ran out of ammo. And so he tried to get the English ship to give him ammo to carry on the fight the English ship would have with the Norwegian
love the dedication.
Fight. I mean, you love to see it. That is balls I've never heard before.
I love that they just got to a point that no one won. Like, because I assume winning is like just sinking a ship or like destroying it.
Yeah, I mean, at that time, it's just like, fucking drop that shit and you've done it.
But also, like, he's won. Take the victory. The English guy's literally been like, I don't care enough to keep this going.
I think they were just sort of like, it's fizzling out. You know when you're like at a club and the lights come on and everyone's like, it's the end of the night. Yeah. That some people loiter around. I think it's like that. It's like the maritime battle equivalent.
That's pretty funny.
The lights coming on at
What
the
an
club.
idiot.
And so he asked them for ammo and they said no.
Of course, because they're not going to do that.
Oh yeah, mate, I'll give you all my ammo and then you can just rinse out.
I'm going to literally give you what might kill me. Like,
exactly. If you could just be gentle when you sink us, that'd be fine. Yeah,
do it in a nice way.
Cannonballs.
Yeah, handshake.
So they said no, and he got court-martialed because he just had a 14-hour fight for basically no reason.
Yeah.
Good old Peter. What was his name? Good old Peter Tordenskjold.
Peter Tordenskjold, mate. We do love him. Look, I'm going to give you another one. I've got a few that I'm trying to choose between, trying to rank up the good ones.
Well, if they're small, I'm sure we've got time just to rattle through a couple of quick ones.
Okay, let's go. Here we go. Today I learned that the belly button is so dirty, scientists are finding new unknown bacteria in it. One person had bacterium previously found only on Japanese soil, where he had never been. I just love the end of that.
Coincidences like that are mental, aren't they?
It's just like bonkers. But I guess it's like bacteria isn't just like it's a bacteria. It can grow anywhere where the right.
Yeah, like you can find the same bacteria in other places. Yeah, but it's strange. It's like that's what I mean. It's like one of those really weird coincidences where you're like, how odd.
Yeah, and I just love that it's just like the way it phrases it. Where he had never been. It's like
I'd love to have a bit of Japanese bacteria.
Yeah, go on, mate. It sounds pretty exotic. For the
well-travelled belly button, mate. Well-travelled belly button
doesn't get a lot
of
love.
I like what he's having. Should we get through some quick ones?
Yeah, let's do it.
That was nice and quick, nice and short. This is quite a good one. I'll keep it short. So Christopher Lee, the great Christopher Lee, Sauron in the Lord of the Rings films. If you don't know,
is he dead?
Yeah, he is dead. Rest in peace.
Ripping past him.
That's a sad note.
Yeah.
But Christopher Lee, has apparently, this seems true, but I can't fathom this. I mean, actually I can, because he's amazing and like he seems like a genius.
Okay.
So Christopher Lee apparently read the Lord of the Rings trilogy every year since it was released up until his death. He read all of the Lord of the Rings books every year up until his death.
Why?
Well, he fucking loved it, didn't he, mate?
Well, but
he was like famously that like he met he's the only one of the cast that had ever met Tolkien, and he was famously like on it, and he would on the sets of Lord of the Rings he'd be like giving notes back to Peter Jackson. Is
that how he landed the role? Because they knew he.
Yeah. I think it has. I mean, it has to have something to do with it. You don't coincidentally be like such a diehard Lord of the Rings fan.
I can't think of one thing I love enough to experience it every day.
Yeah, like even like
every
Lost,
year.
Lost, the greatest TV show of all time. I surely agree.
Yeah.
Even that, I like to. I'm like, I've rewatched it 5 times now, but I couldn't do it every year.
No, that is
slightly different. Although, is it? No, like, how long does it take realistically to read the Lord of the Rings?
They're
trilogy?
long,
They're
I think,
books.
aren't they?
Yeah, they're also dense. Like, they're not an easy read.
Yeah, like, I mean, I assume by those last few years, he's just skim reading, mate. He's
I bet it was the whole year.
Literally,
I bet in the end years he got up to like December the 24th and was like, "Oh, I've got another chapter to go. I think I'll just leave it here."
Yeah,
I sincerely hope he finished it before he died.
That's pretty bonkers. I don't know why you do that.
That's a weird little fact. Like, cool, you do you, Christopher Lee, you mad man.
Absolute nutter. Here's another quick one. Today I learned that Martin Short, Steve Martin, and Tom Hanks have regular colonoscopy parties where they prep together overnight and share one car on the ride to get their colonoscopies the next day.
That's adorable, but I'm not sure I can tell you why.
No, it's a bit odd, but But you know what?
You know what? No, it is adorable.
3 men being healthy
What a great friendship to have. Yeah, normalise men going to have colonoscopy.
It does make it sound. Yeah, it does make it sound like they're having a colonoscopy every week. Every week, they're just getting their assholes.
Is there such thing as too many colonoscopies?
When does it stop being a medical procedure and become a fetish? You know.
When does it stop becoming an arsehole and become just a chasm of pain?
And just become an envelope.
Exactly. You know what? Good for them. Good for all of them. And I hope it's been fun, fruitful visits.
I hope nothing bad's come out of them.
Should we let's have one last Today I Learned. This is a fun one to end on. Today I learned, on the set of Princess Bride, Andre the Giant once, and this is in quotation marks from many of these stars have corroborated the evidence on this. Andre the Giant once let out a 16-second fart and brought production to a standstill. Nobody ever said anything except the director, Rob Reiner, who said to Andre, "Are you okay, Andre?" To which Andre replied, "I am now, boss."
Love it. King. Absolute king moves there.
We stand that level of confidence.
I mean,
and that
sustain
a anal ability.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's like, you got to train your arsehole for that. That's 16
seconds is a long. You hear 16 seconds, you're like, oh, that doesn't sound. That's like,
a long time to fart.
That's a very stretched out fart, and I can only imagine it was musical to some degree, or maybe it was a flat monotone. That's really long. I mean, listen. You're struggling to breathe there, mate.
I only realised that halfway through that I don't think my lungs are built to sustain a 16 second
Isn't that
fart.
mental, though? You don't have lungs that are capable of breathing for 16 seconds.
Did he?
He had an arsehole that could breathe for longer than you could actually breathe.
Absolutely incredible. Well done.
That's absurd. Andre the Giant. Now I guess we know why you've got the name.
Because his arsehole is giant.
Yeah.
He's got a giant sphincter.
Because you're a giant in the field of anal acrobatics.
My favourite field, actually. My favourite field.
Yeah.
That's what I did my
that's next week's topic, mate.
Next week's topic is,
Hope you've been practising that.
As you can see, I haven't. So,
Absolutely.
This is a